Oh, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. If you guys are enjoying the content, you guys are enjoying the fast contest coverage, go ahead and drop a like on this video. And for some reason, if you haven't done so already, guys, hit that sub button. So on this video, we'll actually be comparing Charles Griffen at last year's Tampa Pro to his recent second place placing at the Indy Pro. Last year in Tampa, Charles would finish behind Ian Valier and Phil Clahar. And at the Indy Pro, of course, he just finished runner-up to Blessing Awodibu, which I honestly think it was pretty close. But taking a look at this front double bicep, guys, and the first thing, of course, that's going to jump out to you is the vacuum, guys. Look at the waist. I'm not sure how he managed to get this much control over his waist in such a short period of time, but Charles has definitely been working, man. And you can see slight improvements in the quads. Something I seen someone say in the comment section, Charles has a lot of adductor but doesn't have a lot of sweep. And I can agree with that, but his quads still look pretty good. They're huge, but I would like to see a little more sweep, specifically on the leg that's to our right, which would be his left. Everything else honestly matches up pretty well, but just him pulling his vacuum makes his whole physique look a lot more impressive. And this is amazing lighting from the Indy Pro, guys. The live stream did not look anywhere as good as these pictures look, which is actually crazy. And if you guys didn't know, Charles Griffen is coached by Matt Jensen, who coaches Sean Clarita and used to coach Nick Walker. Now taking a look at this front leg spread, and once again, guys, the vacuum definitely makes a huge difference. In the Tampa Pro version, he basically has no separation, no definition in the abs at all. Honestly, Justin Rodriguez kind of looks the same when he pulls his front leg spread. But here you can definitely see a great improvement in the quads, or maybe he just wasn't sitting on them as well in 2021. But the quads look a lot more separated all the way up to the hip. And he honestly has a lot more pop. He seems to be fuller, but also more conditioned. And the lats pop out so well. A couple of you guys in the comment section actually said his lats are Dorian-esque. I'm not sure if I would take it that far, but Charles definitely has some incredible lats, man. And these pictures, better than the live stream, guys. A lot better than the live stream. Now taking a look at this side chest pose, the first thing that jumps out to me is just the pop in the upper body. As I said, he seems to be leaner, but also more fuller. Chest, delts, arms seem to be popping a lot more, and also I know the lighting is doing a lot for him as well. In the lower body, you can't really see much. It looks like he's trying to create more of a hamstring drop just a little bit. He's sitting slightly lower than he was at the Tampa Pro. Honestly, just improved the execution of this pose a lot. But from the lower half, we can see that he has put on a little bit of size, it seems. And he's definitely a lot more conditioned than he was at Tampa. I like the improvements, guys. This is almost a completely different bodybuilder. Now, taking a look at the back double bicep. Look at the conditioning, guys. Look at the dryness in the back. Oh, my God. Now, when I was putting this together, it was actually looking like in 2022 with this Indy Pro, he has less of a V-taper than he has in 2021, but his waist does seem to be smaller than it was the Tampa Pro. Lower body for lower body, he's definitely a lot harder. I wouldn't say that Charles needs to add more hamstring, but if he was able to add more hamstring and calves, it would make him a lot more competitive. You know, we have guys like Nick Walker with these crazy hamstrings, so if he was next to a guy like that, he would definitely need more size, but a lot more condition. I definitely prefer the Indy Pro version. Now, taking a look at this rear leg spread, and this is where a lot of people were saying he looks Dorian-esque, and I can agree. He has a lot of thickness in the back, man. Look at the traps. Oh, my God. And in 2021, he was pulling forward like Dexter Jackson and Ronnie Coleman do in the rear leg spread. And I think that makes him look a little bit wider, but here he's hitting it more straight on, more traditional. And lower body for lower body, of course, guys, the 2021 version is just a lot more conditioned. And Charles Griffen, Matt Jensen really did their work coming into this show, man. I know Charles was a little heartbroken. He looked a little disappointed that he got second, but hopefully next week he can go into New York and possibly come out there with a win. But Charles definitely brought the best look of his career, and I know it's tough for him not being able to win the show after an amazing showing like this. Probably a lot how William Bonac felt at the Arnold Classic, but taking a look at this side tricep pose, and the first thing that jumps out to me is just the pop, guys. The lighting for one, and the oil, he just looks a lot better. I think he was tanned a lot better too. He may have been a little bit too dark at the Tampa Pro. Everything pretty much matches up here, guys. Arms do seem to be popping a little more. Now taking a look at the ab and thigh shot, look at the vacuum, guys. And something that I heard over at MD with Ron Harris, he said that Charles actually said when he pulls his vacuum, it brings his obliques in too. So not only does it decrease the size of his waist from the front, it also brings the sides in. And it looks like it, guys. Look at the difference in the waist. Like, It's so much smaller, and this is very hard to do. This is not something easy to do in a couple months. A lot of guys have to practice on vacuums for over a year to be able to hit a vacuum as good as Charles Griffen. So definitely props to him, and props for Charles Griffen and Matt Jensen for bringing it to this show. Now, finishing up here with his most muscular shot. Honestly, pretty comparable, guys. His chest does seem to be a little bigger in 2022, but it may just be because in 2021 his shoulders are a little bit closer together. It looks like he's executing this pose in a little wider manner. But let me know in the comment section below, guys. What do you guys think about Charles Griffen from the 2021 Tampa Pro up until this Indy Pro? And do you guys believe Charles Griffen should have won this show? Honestly, I could have seen him winning the show. I wouldn't say he was robbed, but I can say it was a very close show. I personally prefer Blessing Awodibu, but I feel like if you went pose for pose, Charles Griffen would win more poses. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. If you haven't done so already, like the video, sub to the channel. It's free. The Indy Pro was a great show, man. We was expecting Justin Rodriguez to come in and kill the show. Justin came in a little off. Blessing and Charles Griffen, man. Great show. I'm out.